Costa Serena is famous throughout Europe. She's part of an award-winning green fleet. She costs 450 million euros and can carry almost 3,800 passengers on each cruise. The 1,000 crew members, all of whom spend most of their lives at sea, are pushing hard to maintain the grueling pace.
This is unacceptable.
Now, after a hectic summer, the ship is facing a new challenge: honeymoon season. With major staff changes,
there you go again,
brand new entertainers, worsening weather, and several unexpected challenges ahead, this crew must be on high alert.
I need assistance! I need assistance!
This is cruise ship life as never seen before. The coming weeks will test this floating city's mettle and will reveal exactly what it's like to live and work on one of the ocean's true giants. This is Cruise Ship Diaries. Today, the Costa Serena is the big attraction in the port of Venice. Like nearly 20 million annual tourists, honeymooners from all over the world have flocked to the city to kick off their dream holiday, a one-week cruise on board this Italian colossus. Promising an authentic Italian experience, the Serena will take guests on a route exploring various Mediterranean locations over the next 7 days. But for many cruisers now making their way to the port, the destinations are incidental. It's the onboard experience they are after. The crew and maintenance teams have just a few hours left to prepare. There's a lot to be done. After a heavy summer with thousands of children on vacation, the ship needs some attention. And it's a tough job. The Serena has 14 guest decks, a theatre that seats 1,400, 4 pool decks, and over 20 entertainment areas. The ship's workshops are working against the clock to have everything repaired in time. The engineering team have their own concerns. The ship must be refueled in port today, and it's not as simple as pulling into a filling station. 1,200 metric tons of fuel has to be pumped from the fuel barges into the Serena's massive fuel tanks. The process is closely guarded. Transferring this much flammable fuel poses a serious fire risk. Absolutely no unauthorized personnel are permitted within the area until refueling is complete. These barges alone hold 1,200 tons of fuel. Being part of one of the world's few green fleets, the ship burns 2 types of fuel: low carbon for use within 4 kilometers of any port to limit air pollution, and regular higher carbon fuel for use once the ship is out to sea. Special barriers ensure that in case of any leakage, the spill can be contained. It will take several hours to fill the belly of this beast. The crew are expecting over 400 honeymooners on this trip, and surprisingly, they're not always happy to entertain themselves. Federica Gianmarioli is the new cruise director, and after several weeks of vacation, is beginning her lengthy contract today. Federica is one of the most sought-after cruise directors in the business. She is well known for her even temperament and expert communication skills. It's a hefty task keeping almost 3,800 mixed international guests happy 24/7. Like many of her staff on board, Federica speaks Italian, French, German, Spanish, and English. This cabin is both her office and home for the next 5 months. While Federica gets organized, Paola has things under control.
I'm the assistant of Federica. So basically, she is the one in charge of the whole entertainment department. She's the one that takes the decision, and I'm the one that puts them into practice.
But Paola's organizational skills will be tested to the max this cruise. Unlike Federica, she's already been on board for almost 5 months, and she knows they could be in for a bumpy ride.
This is honeymooners season, and they want to have fun. Even the smallest problem can become huge.
Il nome dei giochi?
Federica's entertainment team, known as the Animators, are well prepared for the start of honeymoon season.
Hanno una durata massima di 40 minuti.
These young people, led by Chief Adult Animator Bepi Di Michele, are charged with keeping guests busy and happy, no matter the time of day or night. They also have a reputation for keeping life on board entertaining for the crew.
E deve gonfiare il palloncino. Vince?
New dancers have arrived. It's not often that an entire cast boards together. On the previous cruise, 2 male dancers were disembarked for attacking each other. Living and working in such close proximity can lead to months. The dancers will sleep in cabins just a few meters behind the stage. This cast is under pressure to impress.
Stephanie, you should know what you're doing. Okay, let's get that again.
They have just days to refine 2 new shows that they have never performed. To manage the tense situation, Gerald from Furen, the choreographer, has embarked for 1 week.
No, but listen, I cannot have you in the show with your brains not on the stage.
I've got this idea that everything's got to be super perfect. And I don't care whether it's on a ship or anywhere else, but mainly on a ship, I push
5, 6, and 7, and 8.
that it's got to be right. And if it's not right, I will scream. And I will always scream. Because for me, I need things to be good.
Gerald's high standards extend well beyond the stage.
It's very important for girls to watch their diet. I like them thin with long legs, but not too thin. We are working for an Italian ship, so we're going to have a lot of starch, a lot of bread, a lot of pasta. 4 months, 6 months on the ship, some girls do roll off the gangway, I must admit, you know.
Heather Gold is from England. She's 22 years old, and this is her first real contract. She's never been on a cruise ship before.
Can't put it into words. It just, when I stood in Venice and the ship docked for the first time, I've never seen anything so huge in my life. And I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to get lost. I'm going to get lost. I don't know what to expect, but from what everyone says, you can find yourself in a group of people that you don't get on with, which must be just a nightmare. Because you have to live with them, you have to work with them, socialise with them. You can't get away. I really like Gerald, and he makes rehearsing an interesting experience.
The pressure is on. The cast have not even had a chance to unpack. Gerald is adamant they use every last minute before guests board to get going. 230,000 kilograms of food is loaded onto the ship throughout the day. Before the ship leaves the port, the storerooms will be filled with, among other things, 1,600 kilograms of pasta and 2,500 kilograms of fresh tomatoes. Honeymooners have big appetites. Refueling is well underway. Francesco Iorio, the chief engineer on board, is following the progress closely. Apart from the fire risk, refueling is a tense time for him. He has to ensure that the new fuel is not contaminated before allowing it to be used. Tainted fuel can cause enormous damage to an engine, resulting in repairs worth millions of euros. Nowadays, he is cautious. Samples of the new fuel are being sent to the lab for testing. Francesco will use fuel in the reserve tanks until he gets the all clear from the labs. The results can take a few days. He's made sure that there's enough approved fuel in reserves to get them back to port if the lab results show contamination.
Okay, grazie.
He will sign a fuel bill for about €500,000. Time is up for the crew. Boarding has begun.
Ready, go, 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 go.
The ship's theme is Greek and Roman mythology. The atrium is the first area guests see as they board. It's serviced by 10 elevators and never fails to impress. The dancers have been told to leave the theatre so that the technical team can set up for Federica's welcome presentation. Gerald is not pleased.
You physically need the stage, and this is what we deal with. Passengers are expecting a show, they're not going to change the program. There's no time, we have no time.
Allora 5 minuti, okay?
The refueling is complete and the Costa Serena is almost ready to leave. The last provisions have been loaded and all the guests are now on board.
Buon pomeriggio a tutti e benvenuti, benvenuti a bordo di Costa Serena, signore e signori, complimenti veramente per aver scelto una delle navi più belle del mondo! È meravigliosa!
The ship's captain, Giuseppe Russo, is preparing to guide the Costa Serena out of the port of Venice. He is known as the best maneuverer in the world. His skills are being tested from the first moment of this cruise. Leaving Venice means sailing through the Giudecca Canal, a narrow, busy channel heading out towards the open sea. He and the team on the bridge will be busy in the days ahead. The route is not an easy one. The Costa Serena is a massive ship, and few of her ports of call have been designed for a ship this size. As the Serena floats past one of the most famous landmarks in Venice, St. Marco's Square, all is calm. For now. As the Costa Serena heads out to sea, her near 3,800 guests on board have begun exploring the ship that will be home for the next week. Good weather is always a guaranteed crowd pleaser.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
The person in charge of all things related to passenger pleasure is Anne Ryan, the hotel director. After 17 years on cruise ships, she knows what guests expect from a cruise vacation.
Cruising is known for food. You can have food 24 hours a day. It's the most important issue for guests. They come on board to eat.
Right now, Anne is checking that everything is on track for the lunchtime rush, which begins in just an hour. This is Anne's last cruise before going on vacation. She's been at sea for 2.5 months. On top of her normal duties, she has to make sure that everything is in perfect order for the hotel director taking over.
Maybe we can take this curtain down as well. I'd like to see the inside to see if they were cleaned.
And complete her final staff assessments before leaving. She'll be watching everyone closely. The galley is a restricted area that lies in the center of the ship. It produces 6,000 appetizers, 13,000 main meals, and 800 kilograms of bread every day. Apart from food, activities are crucial when it comes to pleasing guests. Bepi's dance lessons are always well attended. Bepi was a professional ballet dancer for 10 years. After injuring his leg, he was unable to continue his dream, but seems to have found fame on board the Costa Serena.
I never know what to expect from him. Really, sometimes I say, oh my God, what is he gonna say now? What is he gonna do now?
He's the one I argue with the most. Because sometimes he gets me like very angry for being so stubborn.
Devo venire io! No. Ma là dentro che c'ho 5.000 cose da fare, devo venire qui?
He relates in a fantastic way with passengers. They all love him. He has this very positive energy, you know.
Musica!
Not all performances are running as smoothly on board.
Papa, I get much lower than you. Yeah. And I'm right there because you know you've got all this space. Unless I put you here, then you'll see how much harder it is. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and a 7 and 8. 1. And I'll ask you with tears in my eyes, what's happened to all this space? What's happened to all this?
I don't know where to start. It's crazy. Like sometimes you forget that you're on this massive thing that is sailing through the ocean, and then when it starts to rock, so you have a moving stage, and then plus you have all the set and the stairs that are moving forward and back. Oh, it's just crazy.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys are getting a bit lazy there in that department there. I can't have 3 people carrying the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. There will be a general emergency drill in accordance with that defined by the regulation and the international agreement on the protection of human life at sea. All guests must take part in the drill.
The maritime emergency signal is 7 short tones followed by 1 long. Guests have been told that if they hear this signal, they are to collect their life jackets from their cabins and assemble at their allocated muster stations, the designated assembly points on deck 4.
One lady, she asked me if she had to jump in the water. And I say, what? Are we doing the drill in the water? And I say, no, madam, don't worry. We stay on the ship. Just put on your life jacket and follow our instruction. But don't jump in the water.
The safety drill is run and monitored by senior officers on the bridge of the ship. This is one area that no passengers are ever allowed to enter. Only the captain and other senior officers have the access code. Filming here is only allowed on very rare occasions, particularly when the ship is at sea. The bridge is designed for maximum visibility. Extending beyond both sides of the ship, bridge staff have a clear view of both port and starboard, as well as the path ahead. But right now, all eyes are on the safety drill. It's taken very seriously by all on board.
We have to be ready 24 hours if something happens. Every person on board has a role to play. We're the ones who have to give the advice to the guests. We have to keep them calm. If they see the crew running around and they don't know what they're doing, it would be a total mess. We have to know what we have to do. It can save everyone's life.
While emergency evacuations are unusual, being prepared is what counts. Just over a year ago in these very waters, a cruise ship sank and an emergency rescue operation was conducted to save the 1,200 passengers. Fortunately, on this cruise, all is well so far, and the guests waste no time in getting back to holiday making. But right now, Paola and Federica have some turbulence of their own.
580 honeymooners, not 420 anymore, so what shall we do?
Paola has been told there are 160 extra honeymooners they had not expected. Plus, there are many anniversary couples who want to join in the renewal of the vows at the honeymoon cocktail. That many guests just won't fit into the Luna Lounge, where the cocktail has been planned. The theatre seems to be the only venue large enough. Someone's going to have to tell Gerald that the dancers will have to rehearse late tonight instead.
No. When is it going to get better? Is it going to get better? They must tell us if it's going to get better.
The honeymooners are oblivious to any tension.
Thank you.
Heather has had very little time to settle in. At least now, she has a few hours off stage.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Welcome. Very spacious, as you can see.
Especially with the suitcases on the floor, there's no room to do anything.
Yeah.
We've not had a chance to unpack yet.
We've been a bit busy, so we're...
A bit?
Yeah, putting off the unpacking for a while. Postcard wall, which we will fill up.
We've only been to one place so far.
Some more exciting places when we actually get off.
In the control room, the engineers have received the results of the fuel contamination tests. It's an all clear. There's no contamination present. Francesco can give the go-ahead to use the new fuel. The ship travels at a cruising speed of 21 knots, or 40 kilometers per hour. She has 6 enormous diesel generators, each producing 12,600 kilowatts of power. She's more powerful than 200 Ferrari sports cars and weighs more than 600 jumbo jets. While preparation is underway for the honeymooners' cocktail party, it's lunchtime in the crew mess on Deck Zero. But not everyone can enjoy the downtime. The dancers have a compulsory safety exam coming up first thing tomorrow morning. Failure is not an option.
The moment you put your feet on the gangway, you're dealing with the rule. It's like in a prison, but you get used to it eventually. As long as you comply with the rules, you've got no problem.
You just can't do exactly what you want when you want. Like, even just things like eating hours. Like, is the mess open? You have to wait until 4 o'clock for a cup of tea. If you want one at 3 o'clock, there's nowhere to get a cup of tea. Just little things. But, no, it's not bad.
With everyone informed about the honeymoon cocktail venue switch, photographers keep honeymooners happy outside the theatre doors while final preparation inside is underway.
I'm going to welcome in French and English.
Second one with a kiss. Ok guys, are we ready? Lingo per poi farvi alzare tutti insieme, il resto va bene tutto. Gli spagnoli davanti. Dove volete?
The captain will be attending the cocktail tonight. He will be conducting the renewal of the vows. Although a captain cannot legally marry a couple, he will, with the help of the translators, invite each nationality of guests to reconfirm their commitments to one another.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Damen und Herren, il comandante Giuseppe Russo.
All the English-speaking couple, don't be shy. Please, hold your hands. As you stand here before me, you cannot help but be reminded of your wedding day. Yes. And congratulations. Thank you.
There are several Korean guests celebrating important anniversaries on this cruise, and Paola has made sure the Korean hostess has been specifically briefed. The honeymooners now make their way to the main dining room to continue the celebrations.
Enjoy your meal.
While certain events are arranged exclusively for honeymooners, there are over 3,000 other guests to please, and it's not easy. There are 2 main dining rooms, one on either side of the galley. Bartolo Vitiello, maitre d', has to keep things running smoothly with diners, but also with the galley staff in between.
This is my life. Andiamo boys, stay live.
Bartolo began his career on cruise ships 37 years ago. He hopes to retire in the next couple of years.
Excellent. Very good. Complimenti.
Escalators connect the galley below with the 2 dining rooms above.
How was it? Any other changing?
Everything all right. Not many changes so far.
No more, eh? So
everybody is satisfied.
Okay, thank you. Well done.
You're welcome.
Compliment.
From 4 o'clock onwards, we go to
The dancers have finally been able to get back onto the stage.
So we'll do mambo and we'll carry on.
It's going to be a late one tonight. The dancers have their safety exam first thing tomorrow, but the show still needs a lot of work.
It's the first show, and we still haven't done it with costumes and makeup and shoes and props. But it'll be fine, hopefully. Just confidence. It'll be fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
Madonna. Good morning, everybody. All the production here.
Getting up 8 o'clock for safety tour after finishing at 3 in the morning. It's not good.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, again. Okay. Today we are talking about what we have to do in case of a general emergency. You direct the passenger to the lifeboat. You start to count, okay? And you direct the passenger, the direct way. How to enter to the... And answer these 4 questions. As soon as you finish, come here. How many lifeboats do we have on board?
Boats, 26. 25 because we don't have 13.
26 is correct. Okay, this is yours.
Okay.
You can go.
Grazie.
Prego.
It's good news for Heather and Renee. They passed.
2 more.
The smallest people on board have some good news of their own.
Ciao, Windy! Ciao!
Captain Russo has come to join them in the kids' club.
Buongiorno a tutti. Io mi siedo sulla...
In tutte le navi che sei andata, qual è stata la più bella?
Le navi coste sono tutte belle.
We have a lot of children on board. 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. So then you have some clients that are not happy at all.
They seem to cater to a lot of children here.
Right. That's what I see as well.
Where everybody hangs out. Because the children are doing their own thing.
But I just feel that the Italian culture is one of that. Their kids are going to go everywhere they want to go. I mean,
their children go everywhere with them, and that's it.
Right. I thought the Italians would be into the wine and the vino and the anisette and all those kind of issues. and I really haven't experienced it.
Bottles and bottles of water and pots of coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
And we only have 2 weeks vacation, and I'm not drinking coffee. I can do that in the office.
Exactly. Yeah, we can do that at home. Look at out there. Look at look at the beautiful view.
Yeah.
I mean, how beautiful is that? Look at that.
Something definitely for adults only are the honeymoon games taking place in the Cupido Lounge on deck 5.
E ok. Via, 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 via. Passiamo, infatti. Finiamo. Ultima. Chi dei due? Confermi. Terminato. Finito. Ok, la donna può essere anche dopo.
Fatale! Turn on the leg. Leave the left leg on the floor. Leave the left on the floor.
Oh! Oddio! Ha spaccato tutto. Vai indietro, indietro. Ah, va! Back, back.
2,400 kilometers and several ports since leaving Venice, the Costa Serena is now approaching Istanbul. Docking today is going to be more complicated than usual. Underwater construction in the port makes the margin for entry much tighter than normal. A pilot must board the ship before the Costa Serena is allowed to enter the port. As a specialist of the area, his job will be to help Captain Russo guide the Serena into her allocated dock. But there's a problem. The pilot was due 10 minutes ago, and there's still no sign of him. The port authorities repeatedly tell Captain Russo to slow down and hang back until the pilot arrives. But with the wind and the current as strong as they are today, this could be dangerous. Still no sign of the pilot, and Captain Russo is finding it hard to hang back. Slowing down this much is risky. The wind is catching the side of the ship and is making her drift off course.
They told us to slow down. Istanbul pilot, Costa Serena, come back. Our present speed is 0.8 knots, so basically we are stopped. How long we should wait, because this position is unsafe.
The Serena is now dangerously close to the port. Finally, the pilot boat is spotted. Pulling up beside even a slow-moving vessel as large as a Serena is not easy.
Appeso. A bordo.
Go. We cannot hold the position here anymore. Just keep. We are drifting.
I know that. But it's not right. Yeah, I know it's not right, but this is for safety, Captain. What we can do. All right, Captain. All right. We will move. That's all right, Captain. We have safe distance. You're right. Please. You're right.
Dai, duymuyor musun beni? Kurtarma 4.
Proceed, Captain. You may proceed. You want to take the comb? I will take the comb.
I take.
Okay.
The ship docks 25 minutes late.
But I have all my staff down there informing the guests that we're a little bit delayed.
Yes.
Oppa!
Fast and furious. Sì.
Bepi, Paola, Angelo the stage manager, and Federica have some welcome time off today in Istanbul.
This is Viagra. Do you like Viagra? That when you eat this, you make 5 times in the night. You never sleep till morning.
Bepi's latest hobby is flying remote control helicopters around the ship when security isn't watching. He's been saving for a new model for a long time.
Gira. Ecco, già meglio.
No. Oh, stop! 110. Okay.
Apri, dove si crede?
Formal evening is a chance to one honeymoon couple has opted for a repeat performance. After an elegant dinner, guests will head to the theatre for a highly anticipated show.
6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's wrong, Lindsay. Anyway, we'll fix it later.
Veloce.
It seems today's problems aren't over yet. The ship was supposed to leave Istanbul about an hour ago. Nobody knows why there is a delay. Security personnel will not give any explanations. But the secret soon becomes obvious. A guest collapsed just minutes before the ship was due to leave. The final decision was to disembark the patient for further treatment. The moment the ambulance is on its way, the Sirena pulls out of the port. The captain is confident that they can make up for the lost time during the night.
Americans would go crazy over this. It's a Muslim country, but I'll tell you what. Listen, there's no danger here for us.
We've got 4 couples on stage.
The Vesta restaurant caters for everyone. The guests soak up the elegant surroundings, and it's Anne's last night in the dining room. She will be disembarking as soon as the ship arrives in Venice.
Absolutely terrified.
Do you think you've got time to quickly do it?
Very nervous. Who wouldn't be? It's like 1,500 people.
It's almost 20 minutes before showtime, so...
can't believe it. Where's your hairpiece? She was. Melissa! She was Melissa's a mess, Lindsay. She's a mess. What's he doing? She's late. Ay, 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 ay. And one. She's late. Yes, every single number you screwed up. Every single number. And you're not there. You are not on that stage. You f***ed up every number in the show. The boys work their asses off. They lift your big asses up and they work. And you guys come and you kill the boys. Emma, you killed Gabor. Let me be very honest. You killed him. Gabriella, what are we going to do with you? You're a 29-year-old woman and you don't know what you're doing on stage. I pay you 20 euros, you do Pegasus for the rest of the contract.
Yeah, but they pull also not in the same time.
But doesn't matter. Then really pack your bags and go. Get it together. Know your when you come to the ship. Lindsay, I need to see you on this side. Lindsay, Gabriella is a worry. And first of all, she's too thin on stage. She looks sick. And it looks like a concert.
I know, I'm just trying to make both
No, you can't. Because
Angela says you must dress.
Don't tell me about busy. You were, no, but Gabor, listen here. You were late in the rehearsals already. You guys are late on this. You're late. Either you guys get it together now, or I take you guys out. Finish. That's what I have to do, but it's a mess.
It's been a long week. As the ship gets closer to its final destination, guests enjoy their final night on board. As the Sirena approaches the port of Venice, it's almost time for Anne to hand over to her replacement. There are still a few issues she needs to deal with.
Let me see where's
It's the end of this journey for Gerald.
I'm going, you know what I mean. Thank you. Action. Take care.
Oh no!
What do you mean, oh no?
I just wake up.
No, you're celebrating, I'm going. But no, come, take care.
Gerald has openly complained that many of the dancers are just too fat. He has warned that they will be cut from the show if they do not slim down in the coming weeks. He's not taking any chances. Anne has been asked to check that much of the fattening fare in the crew galley has been replaced.
They're on a strict diet.
Take care. Where's the Russian boys?
You just woke up.
You just woke up now?
Sasha's still in the shower.
Sasha's still in the shower?
Yeah.
Okay. Ciao, Melissa.
Ciao.
Listen, you guys, take good care.
Yeah.
Behave. Be happy.
Behave, please.
Behave not, right.
Bad behaviour is one of the final issues on Anne's agenda.
You have 2 new crew members, female and a male.
Yep.
Okay.
They've just embarked.
They've just embarked. However, it's still unacceptable what I saw this morning. One of them was not even shaved. The female staff member had a jacket on her unbuttoned and no name tag. This is unacceptable.
The honeymoon is over. Anne's replacement and good friend Attilio Sisa has arrived.
Take care, you too.
In a few hours, new guests will board. The rehearsals are over. New dramas will soon begin.
Opinion is outrageous.
Next time on Cruise Ship Diaries.